Hi, we're back again, and we have now an artist, and it's more than just an artist. He owns an art hop, and it's right down in this wonderful territory. So I'd like to introduce you to William Raines.
How
Hi,
you do?
William.
How you doing today?
I'm just fine.
Good.
I'm so glad you came in this morning.
Glad to be here this morning. It's
And
wonderful.
I know that it's just so exciting that it's not just that you go to Art Hop. When you go to Art Hop, you go to your own place, right?
Well, yes, we do. We go there, we work, we have fun. We show a lot of work, a lot of people, a lot of different media, a lot of different interpretations of work. So it's a wonderful opportunity.
Great. It give you a greater feeling about art that it's so many things. Art is just goes on forever.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
You can't ever just stop art.
No.
So let me ask you. How you started your
It actually
gallery.
started about 14 years ago. There was a number of us, 8 originally started, so I'm a co-owner with 7 other individuals at this point in time. Mm-hmm. So we all kind of came together because we were educators as well. So a lot of us were cross-referencing one another that we have interaction with, and just decided to open up a space that allowed us to have a working space as a studio. But in regards to that as well, we also have a space available that we have an exhibit space that we show our work and work of other artists that we invite or have access to represent.
Sounds great. Now,
you.
I didn't know it was down here. Tell me exactly where it is because I'm not too familiar down here.
Okay. It's on the corner of Van Ness and Mono, right across the street from Bitwise. We're also in the little quadrant area that has a number of other galleries, including Fig Tree Gallery, Clay Hands, and across the street is Robert Ogata Studios as well too. So
Wow, I
kind of
got to
interactive.
go down to that area.
Absolutely, and I have to give one more shout out as well too, because then there's Richard Sierra and Dixie Salazar
Wow.
that are also in the little area on the corner of the block.
Gee,
Right there on Van
I'm
Ness
so
and
glad
Mona.
that you're here because that's one I missed. I'm up in the other part of town.
Oh yes,
really.
yes. That part over by K-Jewel is really kind of active, and plus when they open up the new park right there off of Fulton, and you also have Arte America and the old Metropolitan Museum as well that's down there.
Oh, I showed in the old Metropolitan
that's
years
very good.
years ago.
Very good place. Very good place.
Oh, it was so wonderful. I was just heartbroken
when they closed down,
that.
I know, unfortunate.
It was fabulous,
It was unfortunate.
fabulous. So, in that area, do you really have a lot of people coming around?
We have quite a few participants, especially for Art Hop Night. Is the first Thursday of the month. Art Hop for November will be November the 7th, and we'll be exhibiting there. And so all the other spaces will be open as well. So it's really active that the other places have a good contingency of people that participate with their location. But also at the same time, with a number of my gallery mates, we're also participating in education, either at Fresno State, Fresno City, or Willow International. So we also encourage a lot of our students to come and participate. That gives them the opportunity to come downtown.
Wonderful.
So there's usually a nice following and turnout of participants that come to the event.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah.
So give us all of the stuff about the event. But babe, wait a minute. Before you do that, I want to hear a little bit about it. Are you an artist too?
Yes, I am. Yes, I've been practicing art for over 20 years. I'm from Fresno originally, but after high school, I went away to the Midwest for my undergraduate degree, and then I went to California Institute of the Arts for my MFA. I also have a Master of Arts from Truman State University in Missouri. And I actually worked at the Fresno Metropolitan Museum for a short period of time as well.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh, I'm glad I asked you that question. That
Yeah.
is so fantastic.
So-
My God, what an education. How
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you.
And what type of art do you do?
I do a combination of photography, mixed media, and painting. But I like to really kind of do work that really kind of helps to bring forth my idea or my concept that I'm trying to communicate. So whatever the concept is, I try to use the medium that is best effective in communicating that idea or process.
Hey, that's fantastic.
So sometimes I do photography, sometimes I do painting.
I'm doing something right now that I never in the world thought I would ever do. I found in a thrift shop this long canvas, narrow, and it was all painted with the, good colors and stuff like that. And I got into the thrift shop and I said, what am I going to do with that? So what I'm doing is I'm putting 2 horses on it, painted horses. One is red and one is white.
Actual sculpture horse, or is it a painted horse?
It's going to be a painted horse on canvas, but there's no other way. There's too much on there to paint on it because you can't see where you are. So I'm going to do them on canvas, paint them on there, and spray it.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful.
I don't know. I'm going to try.
We'll have to take a look at it when you're done.
Okay,
That'd be fun.
I'll bring
That'd be
it
fun.
down.
Please do.
You
Please
can,
do.
you can, if it's great, you can put it in your
Always
gallery.
looking to sell work. Always looking to sell.
I would like to sell. It would be a nice thing to think about.
Well, that'd be another conversation we can have later on over coffee for sure.
Okay, for sure. Okay, was there something on there that you wanted to?
Well, I just wanted to say there's going to be 4 artists exhibiting. So that's Nanette Mackey-Dearsey, Jamie Boley, and Tiana Ariando that are all going to be showing work. And they're showing some very interesting things that I think will be very engaging for the people. The show is going to be titled Working Within the Gap of Language and Home.
Wow.
So it was like, how does language really kind of affect our relationship with the objects that we're doing? Because that's one of the things that I like to see happen when people come in to see contemporary artwork, which is what we'll be showing, is they have a hard time sometimes relating to what is the intent, let alone the content of the work. So this really kind of deals with that, talking about what's happening within that gap, and specifically home, and how we're dealing with the notion of home and what's happening, and how are people really, surviving in that relationship as well too.
That's for sure.
So it's about the self, it's about home, it's about transition, and then how do we talk about those topics as well.
Well, that's great because with all the people that you're working with, you have a great opportunity to talk these things over.
Absolutely. And the artists will be there, and so that is really like the best time for the viewers to get direct information from the artists when they have questions about the work. And then I really enjoy it as well too, because even though you can see a lot of artwork on TV or through magazines, it's a different experience when you see work live, because then you have the opportunity to see the texture, the vibrancy of the paint, the movement that was in it, and just sometimes just the sheer scale, the size of it, like how you become either dwarfed by the size of it, or you have to get up close because of the intimacy of it, which gives you a different kind of interaction and relationship. So it's good.
Oh, that means a lot to me because I feel so strong about that. That people should look. I mean, we've got a city here that is full of fantastic artists.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
nobody's reacting to it, and they've got to be trained or something because, you got to see art. You can't go like you say. You can't see it on the
On the
picture,
TV or
or
magazines.
something.
It's good, but to see it live gives you really kind of a different experience,
Oh, yes,
and that's what's really
prices are so good here.
Oh, absolutely.
You should grab this stuff. If the work here, the wonderful work here, was in the East, artists would be really rich.
Be charging $10,000, $20,000 per piece and whatnot.
That's for
So
absolutely sure. So take his word. I'm not saying a thing. Take his word and go to his gallery.
Corridor 2122. It's right off the corner of Van Ness and Mono, right across the street from Bitwise on Van Ness.
Oh, thank you so very
My
much
pleasure.
for coming in.
My pleasure.
I just had so wonderful time with you.
I enjoyed the opportunity to be here. Thank
Okay,
you very
please
much.
come back.
I will. Anytime.
please,
Anytime you
please.
call, I'll come.
Okay, honey. Thank you so much.
All right, my pleasure.
Okay, that's it for today, but we'll see you next Thursday.